Testing 1, 2. Okay. All right. Now I'm back on. As you can see, sometimes it's not easy being me. I'm telling you what. Anyway, coming on tonight, a little bit different. As you can see, the background. Well, I don't have the thing going on the side over here. Here it is, right here. Don't have it tonight because I just didn't put it on there. Plus, I'm going to have my buddy JD come on with me here in a few minutes, and we're just going to be chit chatting about different things. And he can't stay on long, and we'll just leave it like that. Okay, here we go. Right, all right. So, like I said, I have no plans, no script to follow tonight, but I do want to get a couple things going, and get your opinion on it. We'll get even JD's opinion on it. What in the world is going on here? I'm watching wrestling outside there, and my girl Charlotte Flair's there, and I don't know who the other girl was. Somebody just came and attacked Alexa Bliss. Wow, interesting. Okay, so all my Clinton friends in Clinton, Indiana, tomorrow, or in the surrounding area, tomorrow, Saturday, the Clinton Lions Club will be celebrating the Veterans Day. We'll be doing it this Saturday instead of waiting until Tuesday. It's better for everyone. We figured to do it this Saturday. So veterans, thank you for being here. And we will be having a smoked pork chop, au gratin potatoes, and green beans, and at the Lions Den at the Lions Club in Fairview, Indiana, and we'll go from there. All right, so now we're gonna get JD coming on. JD, how you doing, my friend? Hey, good to see you here. And so with JD on the show tonight, we have to kind of alter the name a little bit because he said so. It's popcorn and whiskey and
weed.
Okay.
Popcorn, whiskey, and weed when I come on the show.
And the reason we do that is he doesn't drink and I don't smoke. So, but he smokes and I drink. So there you go.
Yep.
So we will leave it at that. So, JD, nice to have you on here, buddy.
Absolutely. It's good to actually have my face on your show for a change.
That's right. That's right. So, yeah. And we're going to be doing an interview for my other show as well, too, coming up soon. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, wow. I tell you what, JD, I've been doing a lot of stuff this week. With my business, with my internet stuff. And I don't know if you've been seeing all the different upgrades I've been doing, but I'm going to show them on this on the live stream tonight with you and I on stage here viewing. And I want to see if you haven't seen them yet. I just want your opinion on it and tell me what you think.
Good.
You know, we'll go for that. So I just want to get that going a little bit. So before we do, tell us what's been going on in your world. What's happening? I know you can't stay long because you're doing a solo podcast here in a little bit. So
yes, I am going to be doing a solo football episode tonight, which I'll release a little bit later tonight, or it'll be early tomorrow morning. It's part of our football coverage for this fall. I'll be talking about the league as a whole, and obviously the recent events happening with the Dallas Cowboys player.
Oh yes. He so is it true that he did commit suicide? Is that what they're saying? Allegedly?
Yes, that's what my reports have led me to. I'm totally drawing a blank on his name right this second, actually.
I don't know his name either, but yeah, the young man, he was like 24 years old.
Yeah, he was 23 years old, just scored his first NFL touchdown. Like it was less than 5 days earlier.
Wow. Well, I don't want to bring the show down a little bit, but it is a tragedy. And if anybody's out there thinking of doing that awful thing to themselves, man, if you need to, give me a call and I'll speak for JD. Give JD a call. We'll be more than happy to talk to you, whether we know you or not. I mean, there's other alternatives, and we'll be more than happy to, do whatever it needs to do to get you to the right place. But my word, just don't.
Yeah, that's never the option. No, that's never the answer. And in fact, that got me, as terrible as it is, it got me remotivated to get our Mayhem anti-suicide awareness. I'm sorry, I said that all wrong. The anti-suicide message that we used to have in front at the beginning of some of our content, I finally got the new one put back together with our team, and I'll be releasing that with my episode tomorrow will be the first episode that we have the new one on.
All right. Hey, a little shop talk here. I can tell you're using a different microphone tonight, aren't you? Now you're not on. Now you're not talking at all. No, I don't hear you at all. I could tell you had a different microphone going on here.
No, sorry, I hit it. I hit it.
There
While
you go.
I mute it when I cough sometimes, so that way people don't have to hear me cough. And I had my mic moved away from me, so no, it is the same microphone though.
Okay, that was it then, because I could hear a little bit of a. It was a different tone than usual, and it's because of my trained ear, because I do a little bit of voiceover work, and so because of that, and this is not a bragging thing, but because of that, you just get in tune to hearing different people because of the things you have to do in production wise with voiceover and post and everything else.
I did tweak some of my StreamYard settings. I think that helped with my microphone as well.
Okay, all right. And I did. I don't know if I tweaked the settings, but I did the backgrounds differently. So, all right. Speaking of backgrounds, watch this. What we got? Let's see if I can get this right the first time. All right. Here's what we're going to be doing tonight. Okay. Maybe not. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. I have done some upgrades with my personal business and with my websites and my business hubs. But right now, my personal website is this. Look at that, huh? I don't know. Can you see that, JD, where you are?
Yes,
I don't know if you've seen that.
Yep,
Okay.
it's on there. Yep, everybody
Okay.
else should be able to also see it.
So when you type in andrewpoletto.com, it's going to take you over to a thing called BioSites, which from what little I've been playing around with it, I would highly suggest anybody to get over there if they don't have any. If you have a personal website or a personal name or something like that, it's very, very simple to use, and I think it looks pretty cool. So, and they have different layouts you can use for and everything else as well. So, what are your thoughts of this, JD? Let me ask you that.
I think it's very nice. It's a very clean look, and it's got your stuff organized very nicely. And I think in a very different way that you see in some of the other apps and offers like Linktree and stuff like that, where all the links are together. I think this looks better than what you normally see on Linktree.
I have to agree. I mean, the first time I saw this, somebody else had it, and I went and looked at it, and they offer it for free. So I don't see how they do it for free, but they do. I guess because down here at the bottom they put their own logo in there, and you can go create your own stuff. They have some options of the paid upgrades and things of that sort as well.
Yeah,
but I like it because it's very, very customizable. You can do all kinds of different things, different backgrounds, and it's optimized for a tablet or a phone or a PC. I mostly use my PCs. That's what it's optimized for.
Yeah,
but I like that. And as you go through here, and yes, I'm going to start bragging a little bit. I'm going to start detailing what I got going on. So
hey,
who's ever out there, it's my show, of course, so I can do the bragging here. It's
exactly.
my show. That's
yeah,
right.
Of course.
So I've also I'm now doing everything on Substack. And if you guys don't know what a Substack is, it's I heard this terminology yesterday, and a guy I was talking with, and I don't know if he coined this phrase or what, but it's like the Swiss Army knife of websites. If you have any kind of business online, it is probably the way to go. And from everything I'm seeing about it, oh my gosh. And I'm just scratching the scratch at the top of the surface on this thing. And see if I
it looks nice. Yeah, I mean, we had a website. Mayhem Media had a website for a little while, but we had to pay for our hosting and stuff like that. So we ended up having to take it down because it just wasn't financially feasible for us to try and continue that with everything else that we had going on. So we do want to bring it back. And I also still own the domain name for Mayhem Media Productions.com. So that's not going anywhere. But yeah, we are looking for like a new hosting site. I will have to like check them out and see.
Absolutely, because as long as you have the name, which you do, obviously, mayhemmedium.com. And hold on a second here, because I'm trying to do 5 things at once here. As you know how it works when it goes here.
I'm actually sharing. I'm showing your episode out right now to all my channels and to my personal stuff, so that way you can hopefully get some more viewers tuning in as well.
Well, good. I hope so. Yeah, one of these days. Okay, and this is my Substack site. Okay, now where did you go? Are you still here?
I am still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but why aren't you on the screen here? What did I do wrong with this? You're supposed to be on
Whatever
the
you
screen
did,
right up here
yeah,
in the
whatever you
corner.
did took me. Yeah, it took me out, but I'm not. I mean, I'm still here. I'm still back. Like I'm still here, so you can still hear me.
I wonder if I can edit this thing on the fly. Let's see here.
What is this one?
Okay, this is my Substack site.
Oh, your
This is
Substack site. Oh, that's
my
interesting.
homepage to my Substack site. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I apologize, folks, because up in the corner here is well, you can't see my cursor. Up in the right corner, JD's supposed to be there, and I don't know why he's not. So obviously I did something wrong there. So anyway, this is when you type in you go to my personal at Andrew Paletto on Substack, you come to this page. Okay. I don't know if my cursor's, can you see my cursor? No.
No.
Now can you see my
Oh,
cursor?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
see your cursor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you come to this page and it's all nice and neat as well. And what to do, you basically put anything you want to up here. And it's almost like a hub, if you will, because you have different links down here where you can link to wherever you want to. And what I do is I link this to Top Fitness Strategies. And when Top Fitness Strategies comes into play, then let me show you how this works now. Okay, there's got to be an easier way to transition from one screen to the other with Substack instead of taking one out and stop sharing the whole screen and come back. And there's got to be an easier way to do this.
Oh, because you're yeah, because it's actually when you click the different link, it's taking you to a different page. So StreamYard wants you to share a different screen.
Yes, unfortunately. So, or is it okay? And here's my Substack page now. Can we see that? Yeah. Okay. This is my Top Fitness Strategies Substack page. Or now, I don't want to call my Substack page. This is Top Fitness Strategies. This is the hub for Top Fitness Strategies. Should I put one together for Popcorn and Whiskey as well? I don't know. I might, but for the time being, this is Top Fitness Strategies. And I was hosting all my podcasts through Libsyn, which everyone was saying, well, not everyone, a lot of people saying it's the gold standard for podcast hosting. It was costing me $15 a month, which is not a whole lot, but $15 is $15. And I wasn't getting anything from it.
Yeah.
Not Libsyn's fault, probably my fault for not marketing properly. But the more I saw Substack, the more people I seen were doing podcasts on here. I was like, well, where are they hosting it? And I found out they host it through Substack for free. And Substack also sends it out to different podcast directories, just like Libsyn did. So podcast is basically, but Substack is doing everything that Libsyn was doing for no charge. So I said it's a no-brainer. So when I click on the link of podcast, I'm still within the Substack site, but now this is where all my podcasts are. And I just did episode 219 over here. And there's all kinds of different layouts as well.
Can I ask you? Mind if I ask you something?
Yeah.
The scroll down.
Yeah.
Your list there and stuff. Where did you post this content first? Is it on Substack or is it on another channel that Substack is then putting out everywhere?
No. Originally, I was going through a podcasting platform called Libsyn. And they hosted all the podcasts for me. And then once I uploaded it to Libsyn, they would send it out to different places. Okay. So let me bring this back on here. And there we go. And I had to pay them each month to do so, which, and most it's called podcast directories. Most podcast directories you have to do that to with. Yeah. And I don't know, do you use a podcast directory right now?
No, I am the directory.
So
I post everything to our channels individually.
Okay, what do you mean your channels individually? What do you mean?
So like on Facebook to Rumble, unless I'm live, like if I do a recording, like later on, I'm going to do a recorded episode. So I'll have to download that from StreamYard and then I'll have to upload it to Facebook, to YouTube, and to Rumble. Okay.
Now, Facebook, Rumble, and YouTube are not technically podcast directories. They are YouTube and Rumble are video directories. They host videos, not podcasts. Now, when I'm talking podcast, I'm talking just the
You're
audio
right.
portion.
Audio. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Audio podcast.
For instance,
technically
Apple
we're-
Podcast, Spotify, Weezer,
Yeah.
Breezer. There's all kinds of different ones out there. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Well, we're looking for something like that. Like we're looking for something like that. So that's why I was very interested and asked you that question about.
yeah. So, and I don't know how all of it works behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I know I needed an Apple podcast link. I had to set up my account there first, and they walk you through it. I mean, any place will walk you through it, not a problem. And once you have that link, you post it onto Substack, and when you upload your audio portion to Substack, they'll broadcast it to all the different directories out there.
Oh, so you put it on Substack and then it puts it to the directories.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay,
very
good.
simple, very clean. That's what podcast directories do. Any podcast directory does that. Whether it's Libsyn, whether it's what's it called?
But you said you don't pay for this one though. Is that what you said? That's what you're saying, right?
No.
Yeah. See, that's why I'm interested in that, because that's everyone that we've looked into about that. Because my buddy Mizpah, my number 2 guy, he's always like, dude, is there a place where we can just post our stuff and then it goes out to all the channels? I'm like, yeah, there is. There's lots of it. Do you want to pay more money? And he's like, no, not really. And I'm like, then no. The answer is no. So I'm very interested in that because it looks very nice. And if it's free, then that's like that makes it even better.
Yes. Now, is there a learning curve? Sure, absolutely. It lives with everything. But the more I'm playing around with it, and it's very simple, but I make it complicated because I don't follow directions and listen. That's why. But it's very clean, very simple. And so far, I'm digging it. You can collect subscriber emails and you can have people pay for subscriptions. You can have it for free if you want to. You name it, it can do it on there. You can do your if you do any kind of writings or anything else. So anytime you have a podcast, for instance, anybody who's subscribed to your quote unquote Substack, your channel, whatever, they'll get an email sent to them, say, hey, Paletto's got a new podcast he's put up there. Or if I got a new article, I post up there. Now you can
do written articles too.
Yes.
Oh, snap. Man, you got me. Now you got me. Now you don't have to sell me anymore. I'm going to be checking it out.
And believe me, I'm not trying to say because I get nothing from Substack whatsoever.
Yeah, but, you can give me the referral link, and we'll make sure you get whatever kind of referral bonus you can get. But
as far as I know, there is none. If there's a referral link, I don't know about it. But
terrible marketing.
Not for them. I mean, they were, and I was talking to somebody yesterday, and this is what's cool about Substack. He was telling me it used to be called Fat Stack. Why, I don't know, and why they changed, I don't know. And he got involved with it, and he actually wrote a product on how to use Fat Stack back in 2020. He said right before the pandemic hit, and he was making a killing with that. And at that time, they had like 11 million users around the globe. And the last stat he heard just the other day, and I don't know how recent this is, but he told me he found out about it. 250 million and growing rapidly.
Wow.
In the span of 5 years. Yeah. And it went from Fat Stack now to Substack. And there's another guy that I follow. He does all kinds of political stuff. And I actually interviewed him. I was his first podcast he ever did in the fitness world. This was 12, 13, 14 years ago. And we both had real crude equipment. So we remain friends, but he's transitioned. He's big time in the politics. He does everything with Substack, nothing else anywhere else. Everything with Substack. He has a huge following as well. Everything he does is through Substack.
Okay, well, I'm definitely going to be checking that out for sure. Because especially with the articles, that was one thing. My buddy Mizpah, he wants to write, I think, more than maybe do so much video stuff. And we just don't really have a way to do that, except for like on Facebook or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, we don't really have an outlet to post written material.
Yep. Oh, I used to use a place called medium.com, which was an article directory. Well, to go back a little bit, I started writing articles 15, 20 years ago. And there was a place called ezinearticles.com. And it was the place to post your articles, whatever subject you was writing on at the time. and that was it. And I got involved with a couple of communities in there, and they had some contests where if you do 100 articles in 100 days, you get a mug. And that's my coffee mug. I drink in the mornings. I don't know if sometimes I come on here. And so I did it. I entered a contest. Well, it wasn't a contest against anybody. It was just a longevity to see who could do it.
Yeah.
And I did it in two separate occasions. So I actually got 2 mugs. So
Nice.
as one article a day for 100 days. Now, did it do anything for my business? No, but it showed me how simple it was to write an article. I mean, it is not difficult at all. And
no, well, I mean, no, it's not complicated. I don't know if simple is the right word either, but it's not complicated. It's not overly hard if you have basic English skills.
Yes, and even if you don't, but from Easing Articles, and there's all kinds of other article directories on there. Hey, John, how you doing, buddy? And there's a place called Medium.com. I started writing articles on there, and they was charging $5 a month if you want to be part of their partner program, which was an optional. And partner program is every time somebody read your articles, you got a few pennies here and there. And there are people making thousands upon thousands of dollars a month, and there's only paying $5 a month to be part of the program. But they were few and far between. Well, after 2 or 3 years of paying my $5 a month, I wasn't getting anything out of it. I said, you know what? Screw that. So several of the people I follow, I recently found out that they left Medium and went to strictly with Substack as well. So it's not only it's a social media platform. It's an article platform, podcast hub. You can do videos and live videos on there as well. Now, the videos I haven't got into too much because I don't know if you can distribute those amongst other places or not, but you can also do live videos on there as well. So it's like the Swiss Army knife, like the guy was telling me. Yeah, I'm talking up Substack because I'm real excited about it because I'm transitioning everything over there, and by December I will be having a launch of a brand new product I'm doing for the health and fitness world, and which anybody can jump into and get it. And I'll talk about that more later on, but I don't want to talk about it much here. So there you go. I just want to show off a couple of my sites. That's all. You look deep in trance over there. Did I lose you? Did I completely lose you?
I'm here with you. No, I'm here with you. I'm sharing you out. Actually, that's what I'm doing right now. Sorry, you were finishing up. You were talking about your Substack and stuff, and I'm like, I'm going to use this opportunity to get to share it out a little bit more.
Oh, okay, thank you. Yes, John's asking if I'm going to be on Facebook. So yes, I'll be on Facebook. Yes, I will be doing my Popcorn and Whiskey on Facebook as of right now. I do have a Popcorn and Whiskey Substack page, but I just don't have it linked anywhere yet because I'm still playing around with it, how I want to do it, because the Popcorn and Whiskey right now isn't very prevalent, and I don't know how to make it prevalent on Substack yet, just like any place else. So, and I haven't figured out how to make it prevalent on YouTube or Twitch, but it's still on YouTube and Twitch as well. So there you go.
See, that's where I'm at though. We can't. I don't want to be. I tried that when I first started. It didn't really work out. Trying to be like exclusive because it was easier to get monetized on Rumble. So I wanted to try and drive everybody to Rumble, and then I realized that wasn't going to work. That I need to be everywhere, not restricted to one area. But I like it because my buddy also has been harassing me about, like, not harassing me, but talking to me about like trying to do some kind of paid subscription or something like that. And I'm resistant and hesitant for that because I think putting any content behind a paywall can hurt you at least a little bit. You can get a little bit of money, but I don't think there's that many people that like to pay for content anymore. So
there are a lot of people who pay for content.
The Substack is pretty, like, I'm very interested in the Substack stuff. Like, I'm very interested in checking that out for sure.
And there's a gazillion videos on how to use Substack. Believe me, I think I've watched them all. And there's some people I really like, some people I don't. But just go to YouTube and you can find all kinds of videos on how to do it.
Give me an hour. I'll figure it out.
I'm sure you will. Let's see. John's blowing up my chats here. What's John saying? It's easier to get monetized on Rumble. YouTube keeps moving the goalpost. Yeah. Well, I haven't been monetized on either one of them, so I don't know.
The Boiling Point podcast is monetized on Facebook.
It is.
Yep.
Well, how do you get monetized on Facebook?
I have no idea. I got an invitation. I signed into my page and said, "Hey, you can monetize your page. Do you want to?" And I said, "Yes."
Wow. Oh,
I
let's see
think.
here.
I mean, we
Wolfman in the
have.
house.
Oh, there's Jacob Wolfman.
Wolfman in the house.
He's from
Hey,
Mayhem
Wolfman.
Media. He's our prediction specialist.
Well, I gave him a
Wrestling, that
run for
is,
the money on the
everybody.
last one I was on.
Wrestling, that is, not other stuff, just wrestling prediction.
I think the last show I was on with him, I tied him, I think. But
yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
don't want me back anymore, though. I guess I don't know.
No, they just shoot. They just shoot when you're sometimes not available.
Yeah, I know. Gee whiz.
Don't worry. I gave orders to Connor. I don't know if he's tuning in. He's awake. I should message him and be like, "Yo, watch this stuff."
Is Connor the one? Is he the guy in England?
Yeah, he's the Brit. Yeah.
Okay.
Wolfman is our prediction specialist. Mizpah is my vice president, and then there's Connor the Brit.
He Connor the Brit.
Yeah, he runs the wrestling content. No, he's the one and only Connor Clarkson. He runs the wrestling content at this point.
Now you had let's talk about your show a little bit here. The Boiling Point podcast. You guys had a busy week this week because where you lived, you guys had elections, didn't you?
Yes, there were some local elections, and holy cow, were they crazy, dude. I'm gonna go look up if there's any kind of stat tracking on like who spent the most money. But I can tell you that the opponents of the person that my show was supporting spent upwards of $66,000 on a local school board seat.
Wow. But hey, I guess that's how it works, unfortunately.
That's crazy for like a local school board seat. That's crazy.
I wouldn't have a clue. I got asked several times to run locally in my area. I declined just for the main fact that I live in a small area, and I didn't want people bugging my mom all the time. The people who were opposed of my views, I didn't want them coming after my mom. So I said, you know what? I don't want to put her in harm's way. I didn't want to take the time to do all this research and stuff and figure out how it all worked. I didn't even want to take time to do that either.
Yep. I just told my mom she's got to be careful because of my podcast and stuff.
Yep. All right. So I said we got see, John says your background is awesome. Not as good as Sean Ryan's. I don't know who Sean Ryan is, but it's pretty awesome. I don't know if you're referring to the background I have here or the background on Substack. I don't know. I'm assuming this one here. So, and Jacob, how you doing, Jacob? Just wanted to stop by and say hello. I'm under the weather with respiratory flu. Is Jacob one of your guys?
Yeah. Well, he's Wolfman. Yeah.
Okay, Wolfman. But he's still kicking butt.
Yeah.
And Eliza, hey, Mr. P, how you doing, Eliza? A long time no see. I'm currently working at the hospital. I'm at PCT, CNA, and QNA. Oh my! She's a friend of mine who's into all this doctoring and nursing stuff. She's good. She's very good. Let's see, John. I won my school board seat against two opponents, and I didn't spend a penny. Exactly. John. So are you currently there now, John, or is this in the past? John, if you can answer that. So for a school board seat, so wait a second. It just hit me now. So JD, you said the guy running against the person you were supported spent upwards of 60 grand.
66 or more.
66. And John just told me, and where he ran, he didn't spend a dime. Wow. So what did they spend 66 grand on?
Ads. They had YouTube ads. They were all over pamphlets, stuff like that, like leaflet stuff you can do, do door to door and stuff like that. But honestly, I'm not sure. Billboards too. They were all over the billboards here in the local area.
Wow.
Crazy, right? Crazy. I made a professional looking ad for far, far less than $66,000.
Dude, you should charge more. You should have charged more.
Apparently, yeah. Where that money's going.
So with your Mayhem Media, so that is your
That's the
mother.
entertainment.
That's at your mother hub, so to speak.
Yeah, that's the way it's going to be ending up by next year. Yeah, Mayhem Media is going to be like the parent company,
There
and
it is,
then the
parent
Boiling,
company. That's what I'm looking
yeah,
for.
the Boiling Point podcast will be its own brand separately, but it's going to be, on paper underneath the Mayhem Media umbrella.
Okay. And does Mayhem Media currently have a website or anything?
No, not right now. We didn't. Like I said that earlier, we had one, but it was just we couldn't afford to keep it up. It wasn't giving us what we needed to
Mm-hmm.
at the cost. It was too much
Okay.
cost for not enough reward.
Okay.
So we have plans on relaunching it. That's also why I'm very interested in this Substack stuff, because
Yeah.
like I said, I still own the domain name. Our plan is to get it relaunched and to have all of our content like in one place, so that you can just check it all out
Yeah.
anytime you want. But we're a small company, and that's freaking hard work to like move your content, especially Mayhem Media. We have lots of content, so to try and like move it all and stuff is quite a chore. So this could make
Mm-hmm.
it much easier. That's what we've been looking for, is somewhere you could go to just get all of our stuff in an organized fashion. Rumble doesn't have the organization that YouTube has,
Mm-hmm.
like in terms of playlists and stuff you can do with your channel. But YouTube also hates me personally, so they don't share our stuff out.
Should I dare ask why?
They don't like some of the content I put up on the other brand. So
All right. Well, okay. Hey, now you're back on there. All right. So with Substack, yes, I'm going to brag about this since it's my site a little bit more here. So, for instance, where we see my logo up here, Andrew Paletto, you can
yeah,
put Mayhem Media up here.
yeah, it looks it looks similar to a Facebook page, but
Yeah. Oh
for
yeah. Oh
media,
yeah. And down
but for
here,
media.
you can do whatever. And then these links you can mark like the Boiling Point podcast and other podcasts, or all your other places you can link to here. So if I get two
Yeah,
others, I'll link to my YouTube and my Twitter, but you can put a whole bunch of them over here as well.
yeah,
And then once you click on them, it'll go to that particular page, and you can have it set up where you don't have to subscribe. People only have to follow you, because there's followers and subscribers. Followers are free. I mean, they're both free, but the subscribers you can put it behind paywall if you want to.
yeah. See, and
So,
that would make it easier to appease my buddy who
mhm.
wants to like have some content, like try and have some kind of subscription content or something,
Yep.
like make a
Oh
show
yeah. Yep.
specifically for that or something. So
And
I,
it's
I
my
like
latest.
this. I like the way it looks.
It's it's fascinating. There are all the different things you can do with it. So I'm very, very, very happy with it.
Yeah, I'm
So
definitely going to be checking that out and seeing what's going on with that, because
okay.
that's something maybe we could use.
Okay. All right. You got something here. Let's see here. JD, don't feel along there. I had a YouTube channel several years ago, and they didn't like me either. Whatever that means. Don't feel alone there. He's what type in there.
Alone, yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's what he's
Okay.
going
If
there.
I
Yeah.
recall, John had a channel about living off grid or something like that, because John's
Oh
like
yeah.
Grizzly Adams type guy out there. He lives off the land and does stuff with
Yep.
no electricity.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yep. YouTube can't have that. You can't not have electricity and be able to post to YouTube. That goes contrary to what they're, what they want you to believe.
I know somebody who cross country on a bicycle, on a bamboo bicycle, and he was posting to Facebook all the time. I actually interviewed the guy a long time ago, and he's a dumpster diver, believe it or not, and he teaches people how to do it professionally. And you'd be surprised what stores throw out that's perfectly good food.
Yeah.
Like
There we have
CVS, one of the things he said, CVS and Walgreens, they literally throw out cases of water because there's an expiration date. Water doesn't expire.
Yeah.
But they throw out cases of water.
We actually have there's a distribution trucking hub in the area here, and they throw out like anything that falls off a truck, or if a box breaks open.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up getting like 20 pounds of candy one year for Christmas, because they threw away some box, just fell out of the truck, broke open, and they just threw the whole box and everything, right in the dumpster. But all the candy was still right in the box.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. See, John says they were almost off grid. They lost. They had electricity, pulled water in, and waste out. It was very challenging. Yeah, I remember watching a lot of his videos. You had a good following. You had several thousand people in your following. It was great.
I've
So,
done that. I used to camp when I was younger. I used to rough it like in a tent and stuff. Like we would have a campsite with a camper, but I would always stay in a tent. Obviously, you're not getting the wheelchair in a camper. So I used to have get a big tent, one that was huge enough for me to just drive my wheelchair right into. And I would sleep on a cot. So, but I would always sleep outside. And then my grandfather owned a campground, and there were just running bathrooms, like showers and bathrooms and stuff, but everything else was outside pretty much. We cooked over the fire, ate at a picnic table.
wow. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, and I can go on for hours with this because a few years ago when I was driving Uber, I got a Prius. Long story with that. Fantastic car. I didn't get to drive it mile one with Uber because of the pandemic hit, and around here there's all kinds of racial stuff going on. And I said I didn't want to get involved with any of that, so I quit driving. I bought the car, didn't even drive it for Uber, and then a few months later I sold it. But the Prius, you talk about a car that will fool you. It had so much room on the inside. And there's all kinds of people, all kinds of videos out there where people convert them into campers, so to speak, and they drive across country being nomads living out of their Prius. It's unbelievable the modifications they do to these cars. And there's a lot of room in a Prius. And when you get 50, 60 miles to the gallon, it's not bad.
That's what my friend's retirement plan is. He doesn't even want to own a house. Even if he owns a house, he's going to sell it when he retires, and he wants to get just a camper, and then he's just going to drive around the country in his camper.
It's I know there's several people do that. There's whole communities, and you can get lost on. You can get lost on anything basically if you want to look into it in YouTube of videos. But there's all kinds of stuff that people do with that. So it's fascinating. So
yeah, it is.
All right, dude. I know you got a long night ahead of you because you're going to do another podcast. I don't want to keep you. I mean, you and I we can talk all night, but I know you have other things. Yeah, and as you can tell by my voice, I'm not haven't been the greatest the last couple of days. So.
Yeah, I'll hop out of here because I got to do an episode anyway, and let you do whatever you want to do and finish your episode.
Fantastic, my friend. John, JD, thanks for being here, and we'll catch you another time, my friend.
Absolutely. Catch you later.
All right, we'll see you. All right, folks. As you see the popcorn and whiskey, that's me right now. But the other sites that I have going on, yeah, a lot of stuff happening there. And whoa, what just happened here? Oh, there we go. There is so much stuff going on right now. Okay, wait a second here. If I do this, that's not good. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I'm back to normal. Ooh, whew. I was how did elections go up here? We did not have any elections, dude. As far as I know, we didn't. At least I never saw any ads. I never saw any places to vote. I never talked to anybody who voted. So as far as I know, there were not any elections here in this area. I actually looked to see, where my voting place was, and because once I heard, there's elections come up, hey, wait a second, even here, I just thought it was certain places, but apparently it just was in certain places. So as far as I know, there was not any elections here, and if there was, no one's talking about them. Put it that way. So there you go. Okay, so anyway, I want to show off my websites a little bit. The new hub, the new business hub for Top Fitness Strategies. Do I have a business hub for popcorn and whiskey? Not yet, but I know where I'm going to put it once I do have a hub for that. But for now, it's going to be homed right here on Facebook. Triple cast, triple streamed to both YouTube and Twitch. Rumble, I love you, but you're a pain in the ass to broadcast to through the StreamYard platform. I have not looked into using the Rumble Studios, but I might. I should. But right now, I just want to come on a little bit. As you can tell, my nose is not the great. My voice is not the greatest. I did find out a couple things about the microphones I use between this one and the other one that I use. I found out a couple things. Maybe I'll discuss that another time. But that's it. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to stop it here, folks. This has been great. John, thank you for being here. Excuse me. Eliza, thank you for being here. Jacob, Wolfman, appreciate it. I should come back tomorrow night. We'll see how that works. I have a long day ahead of me tomorrow with the Lions Club the Lions Club Veterans Day dinner that we're doing tomorrow instead of the 11th. We're doing it tomorrow. The Lions Club here in Clinton, Indiana. Texas passed 17 state constitutional amendments. Oh, I didn't hear about those. I guess I got to check them out. Okay. All right. Gotta go back to my wrestling. All right, my friends. My name is Andrew, Popcorn and Whiskey. Check it out. Like I said, my plan is to do this more regularly, and we'll go from there. All right. So until next time, this is me. Ciao.